British Army retires iconic Land Rover fleet. The British Army is beginning the retirement of its Land Rover fleet after 70 years of service, with thousands of vehicles set to be phased out over the coming months under a plan announced by the Ministry of Defence. According to the BBC, the withdrawal will be managed in line with Army demand, while work is now underway to identify a replacement vehicle for future light mobility roles. The first of those new vehicles is expected to enter service with British soldiers by 2030. The move matters now because the British Army is shifting away from an older light vehicle fleet and starting a formal competition to bring in a newer platform. According to the Ministry of Defence, Land Rover vehicles have served as a core part of British military mobility since their widespread adoption in the 1950s. Even in 2025, more than 5,000 remained in service across the UK military. That scale shows the size of the transition now beginning, as the Army starts to remove one of its longest-serving vehicle types from active use. Government Minister Luke Pollard said the Land Rover and the British Army share an incredible history and described the image of a Land Rover in Army livery as truly iconic. He also called the vehicle a trusted workhorse for the British Armed Forces, a phrase echoed by the Ministry of Defence in its own account of the fleet's long service record. Pollard said, "The Land Rover and British Army share an incredible history, and the image of a Landy in Army livery is truly iconic." He added, "As we look ahead to the future of light mobility vehicles, it is fitting to pay tribute to this extraordinary fleet that has served our armed forces so faithfully." He also said, "I'm firing the starting gun on the replacement vehicle competition, seeking to put a modern vehicle in the hands of our personnel." That statement makes clear that the retirement plan is not only symbolic. It is also the formal opening of a competition process intended to replace the fleet with a new generation of light vehicles. As noted by the Ministry of Defence, the phase-out will begin in the coming months rather than all at once. That approach suggests the Army intends to manage the retirement in a controlled way, keeping enough vehicles available to meet existing operational and support needs while the replacement program develops. The Ministry of Defence said the process would be aligned with demand from the Army. A commemorative event for the vehicles was held on Thursday at Bovington, Dorset, with Pollard in attendance. The event underlined the place Land Rover has held in British military service for decades, while also serving as a public marker of the Army's transition toward a new fleet. According to the Ministry of Defence, while the Land Rover's legacy will endure, the Army is now focused on ensuring its personnel are equipped with a modern, technologically advanced fleet to support future operations. In practical military terms, Land Rover vehicles have filled the light mobility role across a wide range of tasks. Such vehicles are used to move personnel, carry equipment, support patrols, and provide flexible transport in areas where larger armored platforms may be less suitable. A light military vehicle does not replace heavy protected platforms or tracked combat systems, but it remains essential for day-to-day movement, support, logistics, and specialist tasks across a force. The Ministry of Defence also highlighted several military-specific Land Rover variants developed over the years, showing how widely the platform was adapted. These included the Series IIA ambulance, designed to carry 4 stretchers and a medic, and the Series IIA Pink Panther, a desert-configured vehicle used by the SAS for special operation missions and long-distance reconnaissance. The Ministry of Defence also cited the amphibious SIA-109, described as a prototype for sea landings, and the V-8 Centaur multi-role half-track, which used a track taken from the Scorpion light tank in an attempt to combine a road vehicle with a tank. Those examples reflect the broad military utility that helped keep the Land Rover relevant for so long. The platform was not tied to a single function. Instead, it served in medical support, reconnaissance, special operations, and experimental mobility roles, making it one of the more adaptable vehicle families in British service over several decades.